Do language models understand the cognitive tasks given to them? We investigate this question focusing on the N-back task. In this task, subjects are shown a sequence of stimuli. The goal is to determine whether each item matches the one appearing n steps earlier. A recent study applied the N-back task to ChatGPT. The model performed poorly on 2-back and 3-back tasks. So they concluded that it has a working memory capacity limit of approximately 3, similar to humans. We're concerned that these results may reflect the model's failure to understand the task, not any inherent memory limitations. To study this, we used the same dataset they used, but made a few changes. First, we asked models to show their work by explicitly stating which letter they retrieved for comparison. To maximize their chances of inferring the tasks, we also gave demonstrations. We gave models N-back instructions and checked how well they performed on a different N-back task. Here's an example 1-back trial. We evaluated 8 models, and they fall into 3 performance tiers. We then picked a representative model from each tier for analyses. To evaluate task comprehension, we provided N-back instructions with and without demonstrations, presented 3 continuations, each consistent with a different N-back task, and measured the average retrieval log probabilities. On 1-back, all 3 models assigned the highest probabilities to 1-back continuations. This is not surprising, given their performance. For the 2-back task, the T3 model assigned higher probabilities to 1-back consistent responses, with or without demonstrations. The T2 model was able to map 2-back instructions to the correct responses, but only if demonstrations were provided. The T1 model succeeded based on the instructions alone. The case for 3-back is similar. Now we ask, can models keep performing the right task as more stimuli come in? For 1-back, once again, there are no issues. For 2-back, there's a divergence. The T3 model performed the wrong task throughout. The T2 model started out with the right task, but drifted toward 1-back. And the T1 model performed the right task consistently. We observed a similar trend for 3-back. We evaluated the best T1 model on 1-back through 10-back tasks. There is a gradual decline in performance, although even at 10-back, the model still performed at a reasonably high level. We also computed the retrieval log probabilities for 1-back to 10-back task continuations under 1-back to 10-back task instructions. We noticed that the model tends to assign the highest probabilities to the correct N-back responses, with probabilities decreasing symmetrically as they deviate from N. We argue that this is a signature of true task understanding. We also considered curriculum learning. Before prompting the model to perform an N-back task, we gave instructions and demonstrations for 1-back through N-back tasks. This approach led to significant improvements for larger Ns. We explored an alternative prompting strategy that resembles human study paradigms. After receiving task instructions, humans typically go through brief demo sequences with an experimenter to confirm their understanding. For 2-back trials, we interleave short example sequences of 4 letters in the forms ABAC and ABCB. After each response, immediate corrective feedback is given. If a model gave 2 consecutive correct answers within 10 attempts, we proceed with the task. We applied a similar procedure for 3-back. This mostly hurt performance. Interestingly, the T1 model failed to get 2 consecutive correct responses, despite the feedback and the fact that these demo sequences are short. This confirms our previous claim that the model doesn't really understand the task. This is a snippet from the T1 model dialog. We also analyzed model attentions. We found that stronger models tend to allocate more attention to the correct source token. This is an attention pattern from a T1 model.